What's going on, everyone? CJ back here with a brand new episode of the SFL. That is right, the Smallz Football League. And we have made it, guys. Week 18 of season number 1. Got the final game of the season coming at you today. Some teams already preparing for the offseason. Some teams already a lock for the playoffs. And then, of course, you got other teams like us and the Oklahoma City Eels that really won't know until after today's action. So super excited for week 18. No idea what's going to happen. And thank you all for making season number 1 of the SFL 2.0 series a smashing success. So in today's episode, we have 8 new subscribers joining the league. That is right, most ever in a single episode. Guys, we are up to 74 subscribers here in the SFL. If you're a Madden fan, a Madden player, and you're not subscribed to this channel and you're not in the SFL, I mean, what are you doing? Come on now, get with the program. This series is super fun, super engaging, and we are, of course, going to take a look at the 8 new subscribers joining the league today. And then we also take on our division rival Oklahoma City Eels. Both of us could potentially still make the playoffs. Both of us could potentially not make the playoffs, or maybe one or the other. Again, we really won't know until after today's game. I do know this much: if we lose, we're out 100%. So we got to make sure that we are locked in and laser focused. We got a lot to get into today. Cue the intro, man. And as always, guys, if you would like to join the SFL as a creative player, check the pinned comment down below. It's got all the information I would need to add you into the league. Like I said, we're up to 74 subscribers, so super fun series. Also, feel free to check out the SFL Discord. Link is in the description below. When I'm actually able to, I keep track of all the stats, league leaders, standings, weekly matchups, etc., etc. And feel free to join the channel membership. You get a ton of perks. One of the perks being your player gets Superstar and or Superstar X Factor Dev. We have a couple channel members that I will highlight at the end of the video. So, joining the Edmonton Coyotes here, which right now they are a playoff team, matching up or playing alongside, I should say, Caden Haskins Jr. and also Timmy Winfield. We have new defensive end Cody Bricks, and he's playing opposite side of Nick Bosa. So shout out at Symbiote Fan 67 down there in the comments. Cody here with the Micah Parsons type of drip, 6'5", 278 out of Minnesota. He is a speed rusher, and with the 93 finesse moves, I would sure say so. So you got him and Nick Bosa. Cody is going to be just hammering in the backfield, and I imagine getting tons of sacks and should be in the SFL playoffs. So welcome to the league, Cody Bricks on the Edmonton Coyotes. And we actually got 2 new subscribers on the Oklahoma City Eels, who we do play today. So playing opposite end of the field to Sauce Gardner, we have the cornerback Dr. Dre Harris. Shout out at Ace Honda down there in the comments. Love the name, by the way, and gave him the Richard Sherman build, also rocking number 7 as well. So Dr. Dre is, that's just funny to say, I'm sorry. Dr. Dre is 6'3", 213 out of Toledo. And just like Sherm, he is also very good in man coverage with the 88 man, also pretty fast with the 96 speed, and he can accelerate. He can definitely keep up with the opposing team's star wide receivers. He's got 94 acceleration and a very agile as well. So welcome to the league, Dr. Dre Harris. We're going to be seeing you today. Also on the Eels, also going to see him today, we have a new wide receiver, and that would be Ray. So shout out at Rayer, that boy Ray Alt down there in the comments. Hope I got the name right. Didn't give me too much to work with, so I had to kind of improvise. Also, I know you requested number 8, but that is taken by quarterback of the Eels, also a subscriber, Mason Buchanan. So Rayer here is 6'3", 220 pounds, out of Texas A&M, a deep threat receiver with pretty good speed at 90, and also a very solid route runner across the board. 84 short route, 84 medium, 85 deep route. If this is your guys' first time on the series, all subscriber players start out at Star Dev, unless of course you are a channel member or unless you upgrade naturally. So a Rayer here again, let me know if that name is correct and if all the specs are correct here, but hopefully not for our sake. Gonna see you catching a lot of passes today, but hopefully for your sake, I hope to see your player catching lots of passes today. New QB here on the Roswell Revolution, joining a wide receiver BT Taylor and cornerback Jahmyr Juice. And it pained me to remove Jordan Love because he was the quarterback on this team. But we got Noah Acro, twin brother of Spirits linebacker Elliot Acro. So shout out at Elliot2527 for making the submission here. Same face scan, same everything, and Noah here is a field general, 6'2", 220, out of Oregon, and he is very accurate, really across the board, but especially in that short range, man. He can pick you apart on the quick step drops and, two-step drop, mesh routes, stuff like that, screen passes, but still very accurate medium range too. And the Revolution are a playoff team, so maybe Noah and Elliot will actually square up head-to-head in the playoffs. But welcome to the league, Mr. Noah Acro. Also joining the Roswell Revolution, who might be my favorite team, aside from the Terminators, but maybe, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it, man. If I ever do another series with these teams, I am 100% using the Roswell Revolution, because, just look at these uniforms, man. They are fire. But we got a new defensive end, Gio Cruz. So shout out at Cody Kunigal basketball down there in the comments. A 7-foot tall defensive end, 240 pounds. So a bit of a beanpole, but I know you want it to be 7'1", 7'1", but 7 feet is the highest it goes here in Madden. But imagine opposing offensive linemen lining up against a 7-footer. Like, that would be scary, even for the biggest and toughest of offensive linemen. So welcome to the league, Gio Cruz, and he is a power rusher. I would sure hope so at 7 feet tall. 86 power moves and also 90 tackle, so he can definitely wrap up runners and the quarterback as well for that matter. So welcome to the league, Gio Cruz. Revolution now have 4 subscribers on this team, and as of right now, they have locked up the playoffs. New tight end here on the Grand Rapids Lightning. So I see you guys joining the teams that are already in the playoffs. Very, very sneaky, but I like it. But still, doesn't matter. All teams get a clean slate next season. But anyways, we got a new tight end here playing opposite side or alongside Sam Laporta, Mr. Jarek Smith. So shout out at Ghostly6210, Lucas Spicer on this team for making the entry. And Jarek is 6'2", 255 pounds out of the University of Georgia. And really no weaknesses as a pass catcher. Maybe the deep routes, but let's be honest, he's a tight end. And even that's not really too bad. But 86 short route, 80 medium route. He's got decent, actually good speed for a tight end. Sure-handed at the 87 catching. Blocking, not the craziest thing in the world, but again, for a tight end, not the worst thing in the world. So welcome to the league, Jarek Smith playing with Lucas Spicer and Floyd Butler of the Grand Rapids Lightning. Also new QB on the Dakota Pronghorns playing with halfback Caleb King. Yes, there he is, Caleb King. We have Gianni Cortez. So shout out at Gia and Gianni162 in the comments. Gianni here with the Josh Allen build on the Pronghorns. Also got that number 17. Just like Josh does. He's 6'5", 237 pounds. The same height and weight as Josh, as a matter of fact. But not from Wyoming. He is from Texas. He's a strong arm quarterback with a cannon just like Josh. 97 throw power. And also pretty accurate across the board. He's going to be a threat to throw it downfield on each and every snap. And even though the Pronghorns are eliminated from the playoffs here in season number 1, with season number 2 and a new quarterback here at the helm, I got high hopes for the Dakota Pronghorns. And last but not least, new slot wide receiver here on the Toronto Thunderbirds to play alongside quarterback Jordan Baker. We have a new wide receiver Barnaby Hunt. So shout out at Barnaby. Actually made your entry on the Discord, which I think is pretty cool. But again, I didn't really have too much to work with. So check the pinned comment here and let me know if you want anything changed. I can certainly change it, edit it, whatever the case may be. But Barnaby is 6'1", 205 out of Florida State, the Seminole. He's a slot wide receiver. And don't sleep on slot wide receivers because they are kind of OP here in Madden, especially in simulation. But Barnaby has great speed at 94, good catching at 89, just like a true slot receiver. The short route is 91, so he's going to be catching tons of quick slants and meshes and checkdowns from quarterback Jordan Baker, and I expect Barnaby Hunt to make an instant impact for the Toronto T-Birds. So this is it, guys. Last game of the regular season. Will the Terminators be in the playoffs? Will the Eels be in the playoffs? Or will none of us be in the playoffs? Everything's on the table right now, and there you get a look at the Eels away uniforms, and we got to take on 4 subscribers today. So without further ado, guys, well, first of all, if you're excited for the SFL and you love this series, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I will show all the final standings at the end of this episode. And next episode, if we're not in it, my team, I will also do the off season and also the full playoffs and show you who wins. So thank you guys. Appreciate all the engagement. And without further ado, let's get on down to Skynet Superfield in Tuscaloosa and get ready for the game. Oh boy, another rain game between this and my Akron Summits franchise series. And if you don't watch that series, I highly encourage you to do so. It's been raining and pouring, and apparently the old man has been freaking snoring. But I've been winning more recently now than I have early on. So maybe the rain's a good thing. I don't know. 8-8 OKC Eels, 7-9 Tuscaloosa Terminators. This is for a slim shot at making the playoffs. And remember, even if we win today's game, we still need a little help from our friends, because even with the W, we are not guaranteed to make the playoffs. It's a long shot, but it is a shot nonetheless. And we're going to start with the ball. Patrick Peterson, only able to get it to about the 28. And here comes our subscriber QB, Drew Thompson, playing some really good football as of late, man. I'm very impressed. 3,500 passing yards, 24 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. And he did not even join, at the beginning. So imagine if Drew had joined way early on in the series. I mean, he could be an MVP candidate, I would definitely say. Mason Buchanan on the Eels, their quarterback, is right now number 2. But we'll give it to J.J. Huntington, who has been playing out of his mind as of late. Not really out of his mind on that play, as Jelani Tavai is able to bring him down for only a gain of 3. Let's motion over our big 6'8" receiver, Jake Powers, who has just been playing at another level. And if we get single coverage, I may even just throw him up a bomb, because he has been catching those with regularity. Let's do it, but we're nearly sacked there, man. We had an opportunity, but we were almost brought down there by Tremaine Edmonds. And I feel like if we throw the ball up to Jake, he's coming down with it on each and every play. That's how I feel, especially if we're in single coverage. I mean, it's more or less curtains. But early adversity here. Jake Powers on a streak again. Might be a good call, but maybe we just look kind of underneath, which is what I think we will do, because David Njoku is our best offensive weapon stat-wise, leading the SFL in receiving yards. He picks up a monster first down, almost getting it to the 50. Nice job overcoming that bit of adversity. Didn't want the drive to fizzle out that quick, and now we go back on the ground to J.J. Huntington. Gonna test this left side, which has been really our best friend as of late on the single back draw. And JJ is able to pick up nice yardage and get a first down, brought down there by safety Richie Grant. And we are into OKC Eels territory, and this one is for all the marbles. Well, maybe not. I already explained the scenarios. I'm not explaining them again. But what I am explaining is Jake Powers is streaking. He is going streaking. And look, it's got to be a win. It's got to be a win. Come on, Jake. Oh, had a step on the subscriber. Cornerback there, Dr. Dre Harris. And Drew Thompson just lofted it. Was he on Dr. Dre? I believe he is. There we go. Yeah, Dr. Dre. And look at that, man. Look at that. That is a guaranteed TD. But Drew just put a little bit too much mustard on that one. Remember, we also got our new subscriber tight end, Scooby McBoomski. And he dropped 2 passes last week. So, gonna try to get him more involved today. And Scooby, I'll tell you what, if we win this game and if we somehow make the playoffs, I'm starting you. I'm starting you in the playoffs, brothers. So that's a little extra motivation to keep watching here. And Powers going to fall forward. I think he might have been stopped actually short of the line to gain. But that big 6'8" frame, man, you're almost always going to fall forward. Like, you could trip over your shoelaces and pick up a first down, really, when you're that big and that strong. So nice job from Jake. keeping this drive going. It's a good drive, taking a lot of time off the clock as well, which I always love, because if the Eels don't have the ball, guess what? They can't score. And tried that RPO, but Tyler Boyd was getting followed by the corner, and we are brought down there by Carl Lawson for a loss of 2. We may not even be in my field goal range. I know that sounds crazy to see, but if you guys watch the gameplay, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And, J.J. Huntington, he leads the SFL in receiving yards by running backs. He is brought down there by Jelani Tavai and did not get the first down, 3 yards short. So this is a big, big one here. I don't want to kick a field goal really ever, but especially not in this situation. And I don't even care. I'm streaking powers again because we got Njoku and McBoomski. As a matter of fact, we're going to go to Scooby.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
And Scooby dropped it. Scooby, what are you doing? It's 3 drops, brother. Now, in Scooby's defense, I mean, he probably wouldn't even have gotten the first down, and it is raining, but man, we got to catch those passes. Let's make this field goal and make it 3-0 on the scoreboard. That one should be good from Corey Booter, subscriber kicker, and we get 3. Should have got 6. That drive was going great, and then it kind of just petered out there at the end. But 3 points going up on the scoreboard, opening drive. I will take that every day of the week, twice on Sunday. And now we are about to see subscriber quarterback and second place in MVP standings, Mason Buchanan. See how he fares against our Tuscaloosa defense today. And having a good season, over 4,000 passing yards, 38 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. So over a 3-to-1 interception touchdown ratio. And the last time we played these OKC Eels, they beat us. And the running back there in the backfield, Graham Briner, was just killing us in the receiving game. And I remember now, it's all coming back to me. They got all these motion sets to Briner and getting him involved as a passer, as you see there. First target is to Graham Briner. This dude can catch passes and run routes, so we got to be cognizant of that here today. And Briner in the backfield again. I'm just going to pretty much always be using him, and that's a nice catch there by the new subscriber, slot wide receiver number 2, Ray, number 18. So already making an immediate impact. And now we got him in 3rd and 7. So we are guessing pass, brothers. We are shading inside. And Graham Briner, look, man, he's sneaky. He's sneaky back there. He always runs routes. And Mason Buchanan was seeing ghosts like he's Sam Darnold. Not from this year, though. Because Darnold's killing it. But Darnold from the past, and Hunter Renfrow running into brick walls. All right, chance to extend our lead here, 6-0, but preferably 10-0, or maybe even 9-0. Lots of things that could happen here, and okay, here's Scooby. It's Scooby time. There we go, Scooby McBoomski. Reception for 8 yards and makes his first catch of his SFL, not debut, his second game. He joined last week, but first catch of the SFL series, and it's good for a pretty positive yardage. Now, we got the press on Jake Powers. I mean, how do I not at least entertain it? No. Okay, that worked out great. Kyle Juszczyk on the reception. Jelani Tavai was in the area. Thought that one might be disastrous, but actually converts it for a first down. 2nd and 10 from the 36. Let's have Njoku block. And I feel like one of our receivers is bound to get open. It's Tyler Boyd. That was a hospital ball. My bad, Tyler. Set you up for failure there, brother. And now it's a big 3rd and 10. All right, so here's the MO. We got Jake Powers and Ty Huntington, subscriber duo there on that side. But let's just go underneath to Tyler Boyd. There we go. All right, Tyler. I had to throw you a bone there, man, because I know I put you in a bad spot last play, and that drag route did prove to be very effective, as it was able to pick up a first down. Now, this quarter is moving. Time of possession dominated by Tuscaloosa, not even close. And we got our subscriber receiver, Ty Huntington. Oh, this rain. It's got to be the rain. I'm blaming the rain because passes are getting dropped left and right. And the only explanation is the rain. And that's what I'm going with.
Okay.
We're going crossers again. Coach did call it, this time out of I form, though. not single back. And honestly, it might be Ty Huntington again. I see him getting open there. What? Excuse me? A baking powder? It just bounced off his leg. And this is a very, very screwy first quarter of action, I gotta say. There's a lot going on. Most of it not good. And 3rd and 10, I guess we're in Corey Booter / CJ Smallz field goal range. I'm going to streak Tyler Boyd because this could be a quick step drop and sling. We're going for it. Look at Tyler. He was upset with us a few weeks ago because we didn't get him his target goal. I think he should be pretty happy so far in this one. Okay, so not a lot of action in the first quarter. Not going to lie, 3-0 is the score. But I kind of like low-scoring games. I know the shootouts are great for content. I'm sure you guys like it. But my doctor told me that if I continue to have 44 to 46 games, my blood pressure is going to go through the roof. So you got to look out for your boy's blood pressure. And low-scoring games, blood pressure is fine. So I don't like this passing play at all, as a matter of fact. So we're going to get out of this now. Got to throw a double team on the nose tackle here, and hopefully J.J. Huntington, the SFL leader in rushing touchdowns, can punch this in. And there was just too much riffraff there. Quinnen Williams, Trey Hendrickson, and others going to stop us for no gain. I kind of like mesh spot in this situation. And Ty Huntington, Njoku, one of those chaps might get open. We're going to have J.J. Huntington block, of course. And my camera angle is all messed up, but camera angle does not matter when you have the offensive play wreck of your boy. Not really. That's a 100% false statement. The camera did mess up on that one, and you better believe your britches if that would have been an interception or an incomplete pass. I would have blamed the camera 100%, but since it was a score, no, it was all me, right? Yeah, I know. That's so true. But anyways, the only thing that matters is we do go up 2 scores now. And Corey Booter going to drill this thing through. So a nice 10-0 lead by the Terminators. Let's see if our defense can force yet another 3 out. There you go. Receiving touchdown leaders on the season for running backs. Grom Briner is number 1. And I'm probably, like I said on the first drive, I'm just going to be used to a man on Grom because what he did to us last time was completely unfair. He killed it, had a great game. There you see him in motion again. Like, that's, I feel like, every play set. And there's Grom. I just said I was going to use a guy on him, and I didn't do it. Why'd you guys let me do that, man? It's your guys' fault, not mine. You should have, I don't know, texted me or said, hey, watch Grom Briner. Like, yeah, I know. Anyways, yeah, just messing with you. I love my subscribers. You guys rock. Speaking of subscribers, Austin Kringle, we're going to use her up on him. And it's actually a Grom Briner run, which on this team, you don't see too much of that. Don't look now, but we got him in another 3rd down. This may be risky, but you know what? I am sending the house, and if I get burned, I get burned. But I do want to have at least one guy watch Edwards, and I mean the drops are off the chain. Subscriber safety, Brandon Moore. Was it Brandon or was it the rain? I'm going with Brandon because I am a big Brandon Moore fan. But the drops from us, from the Eels, they're off the chain here in the rain. And I guess if it works out to our favor, sign me up and I'm here for it. But it's only a matter of time before that luck turns on us. I just know it. How about a good return from Jaden Taylor? Nobody ever wants to block for my man. And I mean, in terms of punt returns, that actually wasn't too bad. Keep it on the ground with Huntington again. I'm going to motion over our subscriber tight end, Scooby McBoomski, and also do a little half slide to the left. We got Quinnen Williams and Trey Hendrickson, though, on this side, but it doesn't matter. Huntington finds a hole, and he is going to pick up 7. So far, JJ is running with purpose, and the Eels got a goose egg on the scoreboard. Who would have thunk that? They pretty much owned us in our first matchup. Game's still early, but right now, I'd say the roles are kind of reversed. I'm going to streak Jake Powers, but might just have Njoku on the corner route, which we are going to go there. And Drew Thompson a little bit off the mark, as he was earlier. Make it another 3rd down. 3rd and 3 from the 44 of the Eels. We got a lot of little curl routes here on the field, and we're going to go to Ty Huntington. There we go. I thought that one might be dropped, and I was about to say, man, make me want to exit the game and, like, change the weather setting or something. And it has been raining a lot in both of my series. It's actually kind of crazy if you think about it. That time, Ty Huntington was short-handed. And a fresh set of downs here from the 39. Oh, baby, it's Powers. This has got to be money. This has got to be money. Come on, Powers. There we go. Jake Powers, absolute weapon, man. Joined what? Like 3 episodes ago, I think. Ever since he stepped foot on this field, all he has been doing was making plays. And I am sorry, Dr. Dre Harris. He kind of cooked you on that one. So got to watch that matchup there, subscriber on subscriber action. But we are going to jump out. Oh, I missed that. No, because Corey Booter is the GOAT. But we jump out to an early 17-0 lead. This one is all Tuscaloosa, at least so far in the first half. Another look at the running back duo there. Running back receiving yards. Like I said, JJ has Grombriner ousted a little bit, but Grombriner has JJ ousted in receiving touchdowns. So very interesting. And so far, we have not seen MVP level quarterback Mason Buchanan. Maybe I shouldn't say that too loud because Mason might be listening. Yep, I think he just might. And that is a catch and completion there by backup tight end Johnny Munt. At the first down from the Eels, I think that it actually is. And we're almost to halftime, so that's a stat line for you right there. Buchanan coming out empty now from the 40. Going to use her up on defensive tackle Silas Vaden and hopefully get some pressure. Nope. It's a one-handed grab by Alvin Kamara. Think you might have should have dropped that one, buddy, because you just lost 6 on the play. It's not good. Guess pass, shade inside here. 2nd and 16, but this is a time where quarterbacks can tend to carve me up, and I don't know what Buchanan is doing. But he's leading his teammates the wrong direction. It is now 3rd and 21 after a loss by both running backs, Kamara and Briner. And now I'm not complaining, but where is the Eels team that we saw early on in the season? I mean, maybe it's home field advantage. Come on, check it down to Briner. I dare you. Okay, well, I dared him and he didn't check it down. He found Hunter Renfrow. That was a clutch conversion by Mason Buchanan. And that is really the first, great play we've seen from the MVP candidate. So Eels are driving, and they get the ball, too, after halftime. So the last thing that we want is back-to-back touchdowns, double dip, because that would swing the momentum in a big, big way. So need our defense to keep playing the way that they have. And our defensive captain here, Roquan Smith, is going to blitz. He's going to get to Buchanan. Roquan Smith. He is a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. Not going to win it, but he might win Best Linebacker. And, I mean, he is just a stat sheet stuffer. Sacks, TFLs, passes, defense. Oh, God. Nice defense by Jaden Taylor. Both corners on both teams, number 7. That time, number 7 on our team. Subscriber Jaden Taylor, good pass bat down. And I mean, what a flip for how this season started out, man. We were absolutely woeful. One of the worst in the league. And now, even though our record doesn't dictate it, or doesn't show it, I should say, we have put together some football here, and the fact that we're even still relevant, I gotta call a timeout. I gotta quit talking. I'm getting off track here. We got a chance to put up more points. But the fact that we're even still relevant in Week 18, that shows you something. And all my subs here on the Terminators, that gives you a little bit of hope for season number 2. Regardless if we miss the playoffs, make the playoffs, I think that we got a lot to look forward to in year number 2 of the SFL. Now, we got a minute and a half, 2 timeouts, and really time is not a huge factor. Let's see if maybe we can hit Scooby McBoomski, who will be rolling out. We're going to give him a shot. Look at McBoomski. There we go. Had a rough day at the office in the last episode, but has caught 2 really good passes in this one. That one may have just put us in scoring position again before halftime. This is an inspired ball club, that much I will say. Need J.J. Huntington to block. I don't really like this play call, as a matter of fact, if I'm being perfectly honest, but we're just going to go up, and we got Tyler Boyd. Oh, Boyd caught it. You have got to be kidding me. Just hang on a second. I got to show this. I do this from time to time because you just never know. There might be someone that says, oh, you must have changed the setting. No, it's all Madden. Sliders are still the same. Now, I do feel like, and I've talked about this before, and I've felt this way for several Maddens, and I don't know, you guys let me know. I feel like teams games get easier as the season draws to a close. That was especially prevalent in whatever the first Madden to introduce the fatigue, was that 23, I think, where they introduced the fatigue and the weekly strategy and all that. It just seems like teams are much more tough in the early parts of the season, and they get a little easier as the season goes on. If there's any truth to that theory, it's 24-0, and our ball club is looking like they want to and they should be a playoff team. Don't give us the ball back, Mason. I'm telling you, don't give us the ball back. You definitely don't want that. Mason gonna take off. He's got some wheels and actually gets pushed out of bounds by Brandon Moore. So they got the ball pretty much at midfield with 23 seconds to go. They might just start chucking something, but, you know, if you're the Eels, you at least want to get 3 points. Like, you don't want to go into the locker room with a goose egg on the scoreboard. That is not good for morale, not good for chances, not good for anybody who took the spread in favor of the Eels. They got 20 seconds. Let's see what they can do. Coming out pistol and just always worried about Briner back there. Look at this slippery devil, man. He's going in motion again, and yeah, it's Grom trying to force a fumble with Leslie, who picked up one of those. It was him or Austin Kringle, one of the two. Picked up a fumble a couple episodes ago, was trying to get one there. It didn't happen, so we'll use her up on Austin Kringle, trying to get in the backfield. Buchanan taking off again, and it looks like the Eels are going to at least salvage 3 points before halftime, which is huge for them because, you know, still going to be a 3-score game, but, like, you just don't, unless James Bradbury can block this, which he's not, but you do not want to have a goose egg on the scoreboard, and it's looking like the Eels did avoid that. Good job for them. But wow, what a great half of football by the Tuscaloosa Terminators. Depending on what we see on this halftime report, I'm a little nervous because if certain teams win, we could know that we're out of the playoffs right now. It all depends on what scores they show. I have not been checking the ticker at the bottom. This one holds no bearing, but Spirits actually lost to the Flyers, and Flyers are like the worst team. Okay, this is important. Albany Argonauts. They are losing to the Rochester Rebels, and if the Rebels win this game, I believe, pretty sure, that will eliminate us from the playoffs. So please, Bobby Donuts, Superstar X Factor, channel member on the Argonauts, I need you to come back and beat the Rochester Rebels because our playoff lives hang in the balance of that. So first half dominance by the Terminators. Will that continue? And also too, will the score continue to be in the favor of the Rochester Rebels? I'm not very good at checking that ticker while I play the game because I need all the focus I can get when I'm playing these games, but I'm going to try to peep down there at the bottom of the screen and see if they do show that score. There's another catch by new subscriber, wide receiver Ray for a nice gain of 5, and he actually just decides to fall down.
Do a barrel roll.
Yeah, if you guys see that score at the bottom and I miss it, drop something in the comments down there and be like, look, timestamp it if you want to. I don't know. I'm really nervous about that. That's a nice catch there by Gerald Everett, the tight end. First time we've called his name, though, as a matter of fact, and if memory serves, he was a pretty big impact the first time that we played these Eels. And remember, we lost to him. Oh, TJ Edwards had a shot at Briner in the backfield and completely missed the tackle, which I do a lot. No, I'm guilty. Guilty as charged. Could have used her up on Roquan Smith here. It is not Briner. It is just a wide open Alvin Kamara. So the other running back, who rarely even sees the field, his last catch was about a loss of 6. That one was about a gain of freaking 26. It was actually a gain of 25. So I was very close on my guesstimation there. Just saying. That was a good job by me. And what will Buchanan and the Eels do here? Look at the diving acrobatic bat down by subscriber corner Jaden Taylor. He does lead our team, as a matter of fact, in interceptions at 4. Been a couple episodes since he got one, but, you know, bat down is the next best thing, I guess. And he's gotten his mitts on a couple pigskins today. Briner, man, these flats, these little checkdowns, they're not working for Mason Buchanan and the Eels. Let's just play some good man coverage here, boys. And also got to watch Mason Buchanan on the scramble. He's been doing that. Nope. Going to be another catch for Gerald Everett. Roquan Smith with his 5th tackle of the game. Probably even more than that, but usually it only shows like the solo tackles. I would imagine Roquan has a little bit more. But at any rate, good pickup there by Buchanan and the boys. And let's see if they go to Briner here out of the backfield. They will, in fact. Briner has the edge. Uh-oh. Stop there by Brandon Moores. Just subscriber on subscriber crimes all over the place in this episode. And you know what? When you got 74 subscribers in the league, guys, that is going to happen. And again, thank you guys so much for that. We can hit 100 subscribers in this league, I feel like, in season number 2. And that's going to make it very difficult for me to remember. It's going to be a sack from Jax Vaden, who has a good handful of those puppies this season. Buchanan tried to roll out. He's done that a few times in this game. Jax Vaden says, Eels still searching for their first touchdown of the game. And we, of course, are going to try to prevent that and hold them to 3. Can we do it? Pressure from Aiden Leslie. Buchanan's going to take off. And right there to meet him is Xavier Woods. And, I mean, they need touchdowns, really, are they? They're going to go for the field goal. They really need to be aggressive. And if I was the coach of the Eels, I would definitely go for that. Because really a field goal doesn't do you a whole lot of good. I mean, if you score a touchdown, get the extra point, you're down by 14, 2 scores. A field goal is still a really big uphill battle to climb. So a curious call there by the Eels. And let's see if our offense can pick up where they left off at in the first half. Single high safety there. It's cover 1. Probably going to streak Powers and just see what happens. Oh, I ran right into Trey Hendrickson. Had David Njoku on a step or two. I ran right into Hendrickson. It's going to make it a tough 3rd and 12. All right, let's see who wins here. Got Njoku as a safety valve, but I'm really looking at Powers and everybody. No, we're going to go to Njoku. Oh, my God. This guy, I mean, just a first down machine. And the Eels defender there took a really bad, that was the CJ Smallz angle of pursuit, but no way Njoku should have picked that up. And, okay, I was about to say, that is not subscriber Dr. Dre Harris, because that would have been rough. And somehow, some way, the Chief picks up a first down. Fun fact, when I made these teams in Team Builder, I did not make Tuscaloosa pink. They were actually purple, and for some reason, it just translated onto Madden's screens here as pink, but I kind of F's with it. Not gonna lie, I kind of F's with it. I don't F's with that.
Oh, hell no.
I don't F's with that. Drew Thompson fumbled it. I held the ball way too long. And oh man, that is not good. Quinton Williams has it. I don't know if he was the one to actually get the initial hit on Thompson, but that is devastating. It was Trayvon Walker, who has been all over the place. Also Trey Hendrickson. One of those two, Wascally Wabbits, were the one to punch the ball out. But yeah, that was a knee down. I don't know. Knee was... It's close. It's probably not going to be overturned, though. I would highly doubt it. Yep, no booth review, unfortunately. And come on, guys. We can't let this OKC Eels squad back into this one. We just suffocated them in the first half and don't want to give them any signs of life. And I would say right now, we are giving them some signs of life. Buchanan does not have to snap it, but he actually does. I'm surprised. A lot of times quarterbacks don't do that, and Briner just bouncing off defenders, pinballing his way to a first down. So we did not score at all in that third quarter. Eels scored 3, but they forced a big turnover. There you see it on your screen. Again, Trey Hendrickson and Quinton Williams combining on that tackle. Or was that? No, it was Trayvon Walker, I think. One of the two. But yeah, still feeling pretty good. But we did give the Eels a little bit of life. I've been used to it up pretty much with Briner in this one, but I feel like I might have to switch that to Gerald Everett because now he is starting to make some good plays. Maybe Roquan Smith can get in the backfield. That would be awesome. No, it's Jordan Addison. touchdown reception for the Eels. First time we called Jordan Addison's name, and that was a nice pass by Mason Buchanan. And I mean, come on, guys. We're leaving the door cracked open. There was a slight breeze coming in at first. Now some papers are starting to fly around. Some stuff's starting to get knocked over. There's actually a little bit of wind coming through on that window of opportunity. Still, was it a 9-point game? It's an 11-point game. Okay. So still a 2-score game, but we really got to chew up this clock now. Here's where the screens and the RPOs will really come into play here because they're easy and, I mean, just any... Oh, my God, dude. Oh, man, nobody going to block Jelani Tavai, huh? Yeah, just, it's only our playoff hopes on the line, hanging in the balance, and, no need to bring full effort to this game, right? It's okay. Don't worry about it. And now it's 2nd and 10. Probably going to look for the Chief here because this is usually his route. And there we go, right on cue. Another 3rd and inches. Eels usually get a lot of sacks, only one today. They're not going to get a sack here. You know why? Because I'm going back to quarterback sneak. There should never be any question. Like, if it's 3rd and inches, I'm going quarterback sneak because it almost always works. These ones, though, are a little bit dicey. Usually they're guaranteed, but Drew Thompson with his 2nd conversion on the sneak of this game. All right, JJ, right up this left side, man. This is all you, brother. And, like, is Jelani Tavai invisible on the field? I'm really starting to wonder because that's like the 2nd or 3rd time that someone just ran right past it. No interest in blocking Jelani Tavai, and you should have interest, okay? That should be an interesting thing. Can we get some blocking on the screen pass? Is it going to be Jelani Tavai again? I don't know. We got instant pressure. We do get the pass off, and by God, somebody finally blocks Jelani Tavai. Call Guinness. It's a Christmas miracle, and that is going to put us in a very, very good position to win this ball game and maybe make the playoffs. At this ball here, give it back to Huntington, of course, and just no running lanes. But right now, I'm not really worried about scoring too much. I would love to score. If we score here, I mean, that essentially just puts this thing away. But right now, my biggest enemy, it's not the Oklahoma City Eels. Oh, no. It is good old Father Time down there, and we are battling him, trying to just get him out of this game. And, I mean, Quentin Williams is just an animal there. And we're probably going to have to go to the passing game as much as I don't want to. Because I don't want the Eels to get the ball back. I don't want them to get the ball back at all whatsoever. Let's put Tyler Boyd on a drag route. Maybe one of these routes wins, but I don't really like it, and that was a terrible decision. And that window of opportunity, man, oh man, that bad boy just will not lock. The locks are broken. The draft is still coming in here, and even though it's a long shot, the Eels do still have a chance. So good defense here. Would love a game-sealing interception. But worst case scenario, just cannot let them score twice. And I'm going zone because, again, Father Time, our biggest enemy out there right now, just want to get him out of the game. And it's a run play. Not even to Graham Briner, as a matter of fact, to Alvin Kamara. Okay. Not sure that I really agree with that, but whatever. Whatever floats your boat, OKC. And apparently Gerald Everett is floating Mason Buchanan's boat. Pause.
First of all, pause.
And they pick up another first down. You know what? I am going to go man, okay? Because Mason Buchanan is a surgeon MD back there when we're in zone, just finding all the open routes. And I don't like it. That time it's an overthrow. We had a little bit of pressure generated there. And, it was Gerald Everett because it was always going to be Gerald Everett. Why would it not be Gerald Everett? The dime package, I'm putting the nickel back in here. I do want a 4-man pass rush. The dime package, we're not generating any sort of pass rush. And even with the extra DBs, Buchanan's still finding people. Nice hit there. That's Ray, who's had decent amount of catches in this one. His SFL debut has gone swimmingly. But is it too little too late for the Eels? There's not a lot of time here. It's Jordan Addison who caught that touchdown pass last time out. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just got to hang on for 2 minutes. Hope and pray the Rebels lose and the Sentinels lose, and maybe even the Steelhawks lose, and maybe we'll see ourselves in the playoffs. It's Ray or Ray again, so shout out. And again, I really hope that name is correct. Let me know if it's not, but whatever your name is, brother, you're doing a good job here, Ray or Ray on the catch. And, I don't like this. Grom Briner, yeah, we got to cancel blitz on Roquan Smith, and there's a diving, rolling catch from Addison. But man, oh man, this clock is not the Eels' friend right now because it's basically non-existent, and an off-target pass there by Buchanan. Jaden Taylor dirtied up. He has been all over the place today, hoping to help get his boys a big, big W. And so is Roquan Smith. Roquan Smith hoping to get his boys a big, big W as well. And that is Jordan Addison. You got to be kidding me. And they could get an onside kick too. I'm not. It's not out of the cards, and we're not forcing them to use any of their timeouts. Maybe the dime, you know what? I'm just going into my own nickel coverage here. The dime package is letting me down, and apparently we might have to blitz some players here. I don't like to do that with this little time left, but I mean, we're just giving them 3 yards and maybe even 3 points, and that's the last thing you want to do in this situation. It's a play fake. I don't know what that was, but I know that it was not a good pass intended for Gerald Everett. 2nd and 10, a minute 26 to go. Hey, you know what? Let's send a little bit of blitz, a little bit of pressure here at Buchanan. That might have been the stupidest thing.
No, God, please, no, no, no!
In the world, and I think it was, and it's Ray or Ray on the touchdown. Okay, so no longer am I feeling, why did I blitz? I don't know why I do the things I do, okay? If you guys ever figure that out, let me know. And they're going to go for 2. And if they get the onside kick, or if they even stop us, they have a chance to tie with a field goal. And we have done it's a completely reverse game. So the Eels did nothing.
No, God, please, no, no, no.
In the first half. We're doing nothing in the second half. It's 24-21. I cannot even believe that the scoreboard is this close. And here comes the onside kick. Come on, hands team. I need you. Just field this ball. Chase McLaughlin gonna kick it. That's scary. And it's Ty Huntington. So that should seal the deal. 1 first down, it pretty much does. I thought that this was gonna be a 40-something point, 40 to whatever point blowout. There's Huntington. Pick up a little bit of speed. Don't go out of bounds. No, Huntington. That's about the last thing that you want to do. 3rd and inches. Is there any question? Is there any question? This is going to be the biggest quarterback sneak of Drew Thompson's career, and it will also effectively end the game as it will force the Eels to use their last timeout. So come on, Drew. He didn't get that. He did not get that. Okay. I'm probably going to go for it again. But if I don't like this... Okay, that's a little bit better. So Drew Thompson should be able to fall forward here and
by his grace,
and win us this ball game. There we go. Why did it have to be that stressful? I will never know. And it looks like we are going to escape with a slim victory. Did not think I was going to be saying that in the first half. But you know what? A victory is a victory, and we should finish this season 8-9, which we do. 24-21 is your final. Eels definitely fought back, and their defense completely... We did not score a single point in the second half, so kudos to the Eels defense, and they had some really good plays. But we are going to finish 8-9. We started out terrible. I think we were 3-7 at some point, maybe. So the fact that we are 8-9, that does speak volumes to this Terminator squad. Question is, did we get the help that we need from our friends to make the playoffs? I don't know, but we're about to find out. So good quarterback duel here from Drew Thompson and Mason Buchanan. I mean, they played pretty much identical. 279 for Drew Thompson, 253 for Buchanan. They both had 2 touchdowns, both good completion rate, 0 interceptions. So like pretty much a mirror game there. And Huntington only averaged 3.7 yards per carry, but did have 71 and also found the end zone once as well. Grom Briner 6 for 37, and Mason Buchanan did a really good job on the ground himself. But Ray, 6 catches, 48 yards, no big plays or deep bombs, but he was efficient, I will say that, and also had a touchdown as well. So shout out to Ray. JJ Huntington added 5 for 22 through the air. Bron Briner only 4 for 13. This dude could have been a weapon here, and we were able to shut him down, so that is awesome. Scooby McBoomski, 2 catches for 31 yards. That's awesome. Jake Powers, 2 for 45. That 1 touchdown was amazing, but we really never looked his way. Again, I don't know why. I do not know why, but we didn't. And Ty Huntington, 1 catch for 5 yards, but it was for a big first down. Defensively, we got Amari Taylor. He was all over the place. 7 total tackles, a pass deflection. So you like to see that. Dr. Dre Harris, he was kind of getting cooked a little bit, not going to lie. He had a pass defense, 5 tackles, but yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, he was the one that Jake Powers cooked on that deep ball. Brandon Moore, 3 total tackles. We really didn't have a great defensive game here. 2 big pass breakups for Jaden Taylor, though. One of them was a diving acrobatic one, too. And 3 tackles, so that's good to see. Our defensive line was quiet. They've been heating up as of late, but not so much in this one. 1 tackle from Aiden Leslie. Jax Vaden had that 1 sack, so that was good. 2 total tackles for him as well. And anybody else on the stat sheet, Silas Vaden had a tackle, and Austin Kringle had 2. TJ Huntington had 2, and that is it. So the moment of truth, let's go see how all the subscribers did in Week 18 and see if the teams that we needed to lose lost. And we did not make the playoffs. I knew it was going to be a long shot. I really did. But we didn't make the playoffs, unfortunately. But I'll tell you what, we gave it a heck of an effort. So you can hang, no need to hang your hat on that. That's something that we can feel good about. We can feel good about that. And I need to see, let's check out the subscriber stats here. Week 18 and see who caused us to not make the playoffs. So Savannah Spirits, they lost to the North Carolina Flyers. They must have just been in rest and relaxation mode because they got the number 1 seed, I believe, locked up. But our Alex Thompson, brother of our QB, Drew Thompson, a very good game, not yardage-wise with 174, but 3 touchdowns. And Caleb Hayes had 290, but no touchdowns, and also 1 interception. Daniel Banks went 14 for 62, averaging 4.4 yards per carry. Caleb Hayes, though, did have a rushing touchdown on 9 for 39, and Alex Thompson also ran 4 times for 18 yards as well. DeAndre Smith always having good games out here. He went 6 for 63. His brother, George Smith, lots of brother subscribers in this league. I love that, by the way. That's awesome. Family first. It's all about family. But 3 for 50 for George Smith. Dallas Bolton, the tight end, went 5 for 53. And Daniel Banks added 2 catches for 19 yards as well. And getting a look at the defensive side of the ball here for the Spirits. Cam O'Shea had a really good season, 8 tackles, and I also see had a big forced fumble in there as well. Eli Acro, twin brother of Noah Acro, who just joined today, had 5 tackles and a big-time TFL, so nice to see that from Eli. Trustin Smith had a pass deflection and 3 tackles as well, and Jackson Prime had 3 tackles, no picks or anything like that, and Jaden Hayes had 1 tackle as well. So tough loss for the Spirits, but let's be honest, they've had the playoffs locked up all season. St. Petersburg Manatees, they're playoff bound, and boy, these Boulder Rockies, man, they have had a rocky second half of the season. They've lost like 7 in a row, maybe 6 in a row. I don't know. They were elite at one point, not looking elite now. Probably still make the playoffs, but some concerns there. So QB Lucas Thomas played good, though. 337, 2 touchdowns, and an interception, but they still lost. Maybe it was because of this guy, Tony Pollard here. Lucas Thomas, always running, always picking up yards. He went 5 for 14 and a touchdown on the ground, so that's always good to see. And receiver Austin Lucas played good. 6 catches, 42 yards, and a touchdown. And we got a defender here on the Manatees. Got to find him. Just joined W. Mans. There we go. Had 4 tackles, and that's it. But a nice win by the St. Pete Manatees, and they should have just locked in a playoff spot. Grand Rapids Lightning beat the Toronto Thunderbirds. Couple new subscribers on both of these squads. So Jordan Baker of the T-Birds played good, maybe not the yardage at 206, but 3 touchdowns. That's awesome. And Lucas Spicer pretty much went off with 321 and 1 single touchdown as well. So nice job by the QBs. Lucas Spicer ran for 16 yards and Jordan Baker ran for 15 yards. Now, receiving wise, oh my gosh, wow. Floyd Butler, no touchdowns, but 15 catches for 169 yards. That is pretty insane. New tight end Barnaby Hunt, 6 catches, 63 yards, and a big time touchdown. That is awesome to see. And Jarek Smith also got involved too, 2 for 25. So nice to see some of our new subscribers in here, stuff in the stat sheet, and a nice win by the playoff locked Grand Rapids Lightning. The Milwaukee Motors, man, they won one game, and there's no subscribers on this team, so someone needs to join this team, okay? They need something. They went 1 for 16. 1 and 16 this season. Like, that is absolutely crazy with Derek Carr. So Gianni Cortese, new quarterback here for the Pronghorns, played efficiently. Very workmanlike game, I would say. $173 and a touchdown as well. And Caleb King went 22 for 71. So not the best game in the world, but good enough. And Gianni Cortese also ran 6 times for 26 yards and a touchdown. So nice win by the Pronghorns. Topeka Silverbacks actually beat the Memphis Suns, and this could have some playoff implications for them. I don't know, but what I do know is Kyrie Brooks played possessed. Drug test this man right now, because he went 414 yards and 5 touchdowns. He went bananas, right? The Silverbacks went bananas. There's something there. But wow, what a game from Kyrie Brooks. That is crazy. And also ran 5 times for 22 yards. Was it enough to get the Silverbacks in the playoffs? That remains to be determined. It was the freaking St. Louis Sentinels. That is why we did not make the playoffs. They needed to lose, and they won. They beat the Fort Worth Rough Riders, who took care of business against the Rebels. And so they almost were like our best friends, helping us make the playoffs. But Sentinels, they're probably going to make it. Nice job for them. Ashton Saber went for 177 and 2 touchdowns. And Devin Fry, the quarterback, went 194 for 1 touchdown and 2 picks. Needed you to not throw those picks, Devin, but it's okay. You're still my friend. Don't worry. And gotta tip our hats. Congratulations to the St. Louis Sentinels. Jersey Shore D's. They might be the best team in the SFL. Them are the Spirits, but the Spirits lost. So I don't know. Dragon Zetron went for 3 touchdowns, so great game from him. 205 yards through the air and no interceptions. That's always good to see. And he also ran 8 times for 28 yards, so nice work there. Jesse Moore, the tight end, 7 for 80. And also, let's see, I know I'm missing, Tommy Pickle. He's been playing really good, kind of cooled off here, but his team still got the win. He went 2 for 17. And then defensively, we have Aiden Grau, the cornerback, who had 3 tackles, and that's it. But you know what? When you're a high-powered offense like the D's, you must not need defense. And the D's were able to take care of business against the Summits. And I guess it wouldn't have mattered anyways, because the Rochester Rebels lost. They won, the Albany Argonauts lost, and we needed the Rebels and the Sentinels to lose, so we were just screwed no matter how you look at it. But that's all right, though. Subscriber QB Craig Ray, 196, no touchdowns and 2 picks. That is rough. And Bobby Donuts did not have a good game either, 11 for 31. So he was balling out first part of the season, and it's kind of cooling off here. But they're still playoff bound. Argonauts are playoff bound. And Craig Ray went 4 for 22. And the Argonauts, I would have loved you guys to death if you would have won. But I still love you. Don't worry. Edmonton Coyotes lose to the Louisville Fighters. They're a playoff team, I think, but they can't be losing games. So hopefully that didn't knock them out of contention. Caden Haskins Jr., not a great game. 122, a touchdown, and a pick. That's not going to get it done 9 times out of 10. He did run 6 times for 26 yards. And receiving-wise here, we have Timmy Winfield. He only had 1 catch for 5 yards. So just a tough overall day here for the Edmonton Coyotes. But welcome to the SFL, Cody Bricks. 7 tackles and a TFL. So he put the team on his back, but unfortunately for the Coyotes, they do take a pretty crushing defeat in this one. Montana Mountain Lions, they do lose to the Portland Destroyers. Destroyers should be a playoff team, I think. And what a QB duel. We have Dominic Young went for 292 and 3 touchdowns, and McDonald's 10-piece 217 for 3 touchdowns. 0 interception by these subscriber QBs. That's awesome. And a good game for one of our newer running backs here, Crab Kingsley. No touchdowns, but a good yards per carry average. 16 attempts for 76 yards. And McDonald's 10-piece added 31 yards on the ground. Dominic Young added 18 yards on the ground. And even Alexander Kleblek, the receiver, he also ran one time for 5 yards too. So nice job there. We got Alexander Kleblek 4 for 35, no touchdowns. And Christian Bangle 1 for 28. Gavin Goat 1 for 11. So not a lot of subscriber receiving yards, that were had in this one. And we also got our subscriber safety, King Lay, needed a sack or a pick that might have turned the tides of the game, but only 4 tackles, nothing else. And a tough loss here by the Mountain Lions, but a good win by the Destroyers. Salem Steelhawks, they also should be playoff bound, as well as they demolished the Juneau Snow Owls. Also another team that's not good, so may need some subscribers to join the good old Snow Owls and bolster up that roster. But okay, decent game for Cameron Moore. I mean, nothing crazy. Again, kind of workmanlike, but 215 through the air, a touchdown and a pick. And Ian Taylor Seal also kind of cooling down a little bit. Only 14 for 43, but the QB Cameron Moore was running with purpose. 10 for 42, a touchdown, and averaged 4.2 yards per carry. Receiving wise, Joe Uno 2 for 13, so he's, not a favorite target, I would say, of Cameron Moore, but 2 good catches in that one, so that's pretty cool. Defensively, we got several. We got Daniel THG. He had 4 tackles and also a pass deflection as well. We got the Oreo brothers. We got Not Oreo, always living in the backfield with 2 sacks. That's awesome to see. And, of course, It's Oreo, 2 tackles, no sacks or anything like that. But 2 big tackles and a really, I would say, much-needed win for probably the playoff-bound Steelhawks. Roswell Revolution beat the San Jose Industrials. We got a few subscribers on both teams here. So debut game for quarterback Noah Acro results in a win. So 222 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. I would say pretty good game from him, right? He also ran 5 times for 20 yards as well. And then receiving-wise, we had Yeezy Fuentes, first and foremost. Only 3 for 20, so that's a little tough. Good game here, though, from BT Taylor. He went 4 for 63. These are a couple of playoff teams right here, guys, and they may even, see one another in the postseason, depending on how things shake up. And, of course, Josh Pickney, the corner, he had 6 tackles, no sacks or, TFLs or picks, but good tackles at least, as the Revolution do squeak by the San Jose Industrials by a thin margin of 3 points. And my bad, Jameer Juice. Almost forgot to highlight you, my friend. Call me out in the comments if I ever forget to highlight your subscriber stats. We got 74, guys, so that's all up here in the medulla oblongata, so I'm trying, but call me out. Set me straight if that's what it comes down to. But Jameer Juice, 3 tackles, and again, nice win by the Roswell Revolution. Sacramento Sharks, they might be out, man. They might be out of the playoffs. I don't know, but they are on a bit of a skid as well. Chase Kaiser played good, not yardage-wise with 185, but 4 touchdowns. I mean, hey, you can't argue with that, right? Also ran it 3 times for 8 yards as well. And no receivers, right? Yeah, I'm already starting to, no receivers, but we do got a defender, and that would be on the Sharks, and that is Superstar X Factor and subscriber Blake Miser, who played well. 3 tackles, 2 TFLs. He did play well, but, it was not enough. And got to see if the Sharks are going to squeak by and make the playoffs. Right now, I would say it's up in the air. And last but not least, the Kissimmee Crocs lose a close one. The Providence Red Raiders, and Patrick Mahomes, of course, being their quarterback. We got 1 receiver on the Crocs. That would be Blake Altenhofen. Really didn't get involved too much. Only 1 catch for 11 yards. So again, guys, if I missed you, I freaking know I missed Corey Booter, the kicker. Hang on a second. Corey Booter, my man. Sorry, brother, you're the only kicker in the league. I always forget, but 1 field goal made, 1 attempted, and 100% on the extra points. So good job from Corey. And I was actually looking back at the schedule. We did beat the Eels last time. We did beat the Eels last time we saw them, so I was dead wrong about that. But let's look at the playoff bracket, the moment you've all been waiting for. Who's in and who's out? I have no idea. The freaking Red Raiders made it? Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. So, NFC side, let me digest this here. NFC side, Savannah Spirits, number 1 seed. Roswell Revolution, number 2 seed. Albany Argonauts, number 3 seed. Grand Rapids Lightning, number 4. San Jose Industrials, number 5. Salem Steelhawks, number 6. And St. Louis Sentinels, number 7. So that's kind of pretty much the way that looked. AFC side, though, much different. So Jersey Shore D's, number 1. Portland Destroyers, though, number 2. Wow, that's incredible. Memphis Suns, number 3. And the Providence Red Raiders, have not seen them in the playoffs at all, number 4. So nice job from them. Coyotes, number 5. St. Pete Manatees, number 6. And the Massachusetts Smithies, number 7. So the Sharks do, in fact, they didn't make it. Silverbacks didn't make it. The Eels didn't make it. So, division rivals, there you go. Of course, we didn't make it. And there was a few other teams that were kind of like, teetering on, will I make it, will I not make it type of thing. So, wow. Interesting stuff. Next episode, I will go through the playoffs week by week. We will see who comes away with that Super Bowl, and will it be a team that has a subscriber on it. And I will also do the off season as well. And there's some players that need negotiated. What I think I'm going to do for our players, at least, and the league. Last year, we said wherever somebody ends up, they end up. If you guys want to specifically 100% stay on your team, let me know and I can make that happen. But I think it's more fun that you just kind of see where you go in free agency, right? Some players aren't going to be in free agency, but other players, depending on who I changed you from, maybe their contract was up, whatever the case may be. So last year we said, whatever team you end on, let me know, for those of you who are still here, what you want me to do for the off season, and we can get that cracking. But that is going to do it for me tonight, guys, for season number 1. As always, I appreciate you stopping by. I will catch you on the next one. Until then, peace.